27. Okay, 27 students have joined. I will start now. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Everyone? Okay, okay. No problem with sound quality also? Yes. Can you hear me properly? Yes, let me know. Yes, okay. Okay, okay, I will start. So, yesterday we have started with the topic from forensic medicine, rape. So definition we have seen, definition has been given in IPC 375. Definition has been given under IPC 375. It is unlawful sexual intercourse by a man uh, with a woman against her will without her consent or the consent which has been obtained by lawful means. So medical legal aspect is explained by the definition in itself. Unlawful sexual intercourse by a man of a woman against her will. The age factor we have mentioned here, if the wife is below 15 years of age, the husband cannot perform sexual intercourse with her, otherwise it will be considered as rape. And uh, if she is above 16 years of age, it should not be done without her consent. That we have seen all the details. And how the definition itself explains the medical legal aspect. Now next is, we have seen very important point, that is examination of rape victim. How the victim should be examined properly. For that we have seen a few headings, like first is written consent. You will have to take the consent in writing, and it has to be in her full consciousness, or in what we call it as compos mentis. She has to be in condition called as compos mentis, that is mentally sound condition. The consent should be in presence of a witness if she is 12 years of age or more, and if she is below 12 years, parents' consent should be taken before starting the medical examination of a victim of a rape. Then, if the doctor is male, the examination should be carried out in presence of a lady, either nurse, that is hospital staff, or relative of that girl. Preliminary data, we have seen all details about preliminary data. It should be collected in detail. Also the name of the person who requested the examination. Then statement, the statement should be taken in her own words, without any manipulation or without any change. uh, you should get all the details about pain, if she is having pain anywhere in the body. That may be because of that forceful penetration will cause severe pain in the genitalia, as well as pain in the different other sides of the body because of trauma, violence, injury and all. She might have been bitten like that, or use of force. Then whether she has changed the clothes, whether she has bathed, or whether she has passed the urine, all these details should be taken. Then uh, if there are signs of struggles on the body, like tear of fabrics, presence of mud, grass, stains of blood or semen, when they are present on the body, they should be sent for examination for grouping and all, whether the blood is from victim or from the assailant. Then Locard's principle I told you yesterday, when the two people meet for anything, maybe for this rape purpose or for quarrel, some struggle. So when the two persons will meet, what will happen? Some type of exchange will occur between them. That may be hair, fabrics, ornaments on the body, the nails. एक दूसरे को इंज्योर करने के कोशिश में, या खुद के बचाव की कोशिश में, वो जो एक दूसरे को स्क्रैच करेंगे नेल से. सो द टैग्स ऑफ epithelium might have been trapped in the nail, and the whole body should be examined carefully for the marks of violence. Then next very important investigation is a local examination of the genitalia, that we have completed yesterday. The local examination of genitalia should be done in good light. It should be done in lithotomy position and see for the local signs of violence. So there can be blood stains on the vagina or even on the legs, that is inside of the thighs. The pubic hair should be examined carefully. they can be matted with blood or semen, and there can be foreign hair, that is the hair from the assailant. Then spermatozoa should be checked for presence of spermatozoa and other microorganism. We have seen all these details. So some sperms remain motile in vagina for 2 to 3 hours, motile in uterus for 3 to 5 days. And how the staining should be done. What is Petty's method, that is staining the sperms with picro indigo carmine. The head will take red color, and tail will take green and red color. Then smegma bacilli, I told you. So when the skin of the prepuce is when the prepuce is retracted and glans is exposed, thin white colored, thin cheesy material, that it is having bad odor. It is having disagreeable odor. So that bad smelling thin layer of white colored thin layer is present on the glans, that is called as smegma. So some bacilli are present there. If these bacilli are found on the vaginal mucosa, it will be suggestive of intercourse. Then next is venereal disease. I think we had completed up to here. Now we will see venereal disease. Presence or absence of urethral or vaginal discharge should be noted. So if that girl, the victim, is having some vaginal discharge or urethral discharge, it should be examined carefully. And if the accused is also suffering from the same disease, if the accused is also suffering from the same disease, that should be noted. And if the disease appears in the victim after its known incubation period, that should be recorded carefully, because it can happen that the girl is already having some venereal disease. She might be already having some venereal disease. So it will not be blamed that she has received that infection, or she has been transmitted with that infection after the intercourse. But if the disease has appeared in the victim after its known incubation period. What do you mean by incubation period? What is incubation period? Anyone? बोलो बोलो जल्दी. What is incubation period? Anyone? Microbiology, bacteriology. You might have studied in bacteriology. What is incubation period? अरे बोलो. Very easy. What is Deepak? You are unmute. You want to say something? Incubation period is the entry of microorganism in the body and development of first signs and symptom. That is incubation period. This incubation period is different for all the bacteria. प्रत्येकाचा वेगवेगळा असतो. In some it may be a few hours. It may, in some bacterial viruses, it may be a few days, or in some it can be even some weeks or months. In some bacteria there is also incubation period of some years also. So say talking about the venereal disease, if the disease appears, if the signs and symptoms appear in the victim, म्हणजे रेप झालेल्या मुलीमध्ये त्या venereal disease, आता सेक्शुअल कॉन्टॅक्टने स्प्रेड होणारे डिसीज कोणते? Any example? The disease which can spread by the okay, that we cannot talk immediately about the AIDS, because the incubation period of AIDS can be very long. Any other? Gonorrhea, very good, very good. So if the disease appears in the victim after its known incubation period, after the alleged rape. म्हणजे for example, I give you example. Say the incubation period for gonorrhea is 10 days. Say 10 to 12 or 2 weeks. It's just for consideration. Incubation period of gonorrhea is 2 weeks, and she has developed that discharge from her urethra or from her vagina, uh, maybe that period after 14 days, after 2 weeks. That means she has received the infection from that incidence of rape. And if the victim was not suffering from the disease prior to assault, म्हणजे तिला हे रेप होण्यापूर्वी तिला असा कुठल्याही प्रकारचा आजार नव्हता, पण रेप झाल्यानंतर incubation period नंतर तिला जर असे सिम्पटम आले, that means she has received the disease from that assailant. So if the victim was not suffering from the disease prior to the assault, so for that you should know the incubation period. Here I have mentioned the incubation period. So incubation period for gonorrhea is around 2 weeks, on an average 2 to 8 days. Syphilis is 25 days, 2 to 8 weeks, that is average. And chancroid it takes around 3 weeks to 3 months. So you should know the incubation period of the disease. So whether whether she has developed the disease within after that period of incubation, after the incubation period, after that sexual contact or of that incidence of rape. Then injuries. See carefully for the injuries. See carefully for the injuries. There can be tear or severe injuries can be there on the vagina, on the vulva. Hymen might have been torn badly. Injuries on the vagina and also the perineum. In case of, particularly in case of children, लहान मुलींमध्ये, if the incidence of rape has occurred in two small girls, अगदी 2-5 वर्षाच्या मुलीवर जर असं काही rape झाला असेल, so there can be tear of the perineum and there can be tear on the vagina which can cause massive bleeding. And the recent rupture of the hymen, will show ragged tears on periphery. ही वाकडं तिकडं आडव्या तिडव्या इंजुरीज दिसतील त्याच्यावर. रॅग टीयर्स ऑन पेरिफेरी विथ इडिमा अँड हिमरेज. गेट म्हणजे तिची चालण्याची पद्धत, हाऊ शी इज वॉकिंग. So in case of genital injury, the gait is broad based and painful, means she cannot walk with the legs straight. असे आपण जसं चालतो पाय सरळ ठेवून, तर तिला तिचे पाय असे लांब करून चालायला लागेल because of the severe genital injury and pain. So because of the genital injuries and pain, she will not be able to walk properly and her gait is broad based with pain. Then rape on a woman who had not had any previous intercourse. म्हणजे असं होऊ शकतं की एखाद्या मुलीमध्ये की who has never ever experienced the sexual intercourse, यापूर्वी कधीही sexual intercourse झालेला नाही, अशा मुलीचा जर रेप झाला असेल, the injuries will be different. And in case the rape on a woman who had previous intercourse, means in case of married. So now I told you one thing, that is the rupture of the hymen. So if any lady has never undergone sexual intercourse, she is called as, you know what is the term for that? The lady who never had sexual intercourse is called as, anyone? Very simple. Yes, she is called as, yes, virgin. She is called as virgin. So if she never had sexual intercourse before this incidence of rape, uh, she uh, she will have more injuries on her hymen, more injuries on her genitalia, and also she will have chances of bleeding and severe injuries will be there. But if the woman had previous intercourse or if she has undergone a few deliveries, there will not be much injuries because her vagina will be roomy, vagina will be wide, hymen is already destroyed or hymen is already absent or very rudimentary hymen is there. So the injuries will not be so severe if a lady who had previous intercourse undergoes rape. So genital injuries may not be so severe. And rape in children will be completely different, where there will be severe injuries of the external genitalia including perineum. So perineum may also be ruptured. So these local injuries on the genitalia should be seen very carefully. Now this last line is very important. Rape is an allegation which is easily made, hard to prove and harder to disprove. Now this is very important line legally. This is very important statement. रेप इज एन एलिगेशन, म्हणजे रेप हा असा आरोप आहे, ये एक ऐसा इल्जाम है विच कॅन बी इझिली मेड, म्हणजे कुठलीही मुलगी कुठलीही स्त्री पोलीस स्टेशनला जाऊन म्हणू शकते की अमुक अमुक व्यक्तीने माझ्यावर रेप केला. सो द रेप इज एन एलिगेशन विच इज इजीली मेड, इसी पे आरोप लगाना बहुत आसान है. उससे मुश्किल क्या है? हार्ड टू प्रूव. उसने रेप किया है ये प्रूव करना उस औरत के लिए, लड़की के लिए बहुत मुश्किल है. और उससे भी ज़्यादा मुश्किल उस आदमी को है कि मैंने रेप नहीं किया है, ये प्रूव करना उसके लिए और ज़्यादा मुश्किल है. सो नाउ यू कैन सी, अगर किसी औरत ऐसा इल्ज़ाम लगाती है किसी आदमी पे रेप का, तो उसे वो प्रूव करना मुश्किल है और उससे कई गुना ज़्यादा वो उस आदमी के लिए मुश्किल है कि वो प्रूव कर पाए कि मैंने रेप नहीं किया है. सो रेप इज एन एलिगेशन विच इज़ easily made, हार्ड टू प्रूव बट हार्डर टू डिसप्रूव. सो इनोसेंस प्रूव करने के लिए उस आदमी को बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू प्रूव इन द कोर्ट आल्सो. Now, so this is important long question, 10 mark question is asked in the theory paper. What is rape, or define rape according to 375, and explain in detail clinical examination of or medical examination of victim, rape victim. So you will have to write all these things in detail. Written consent, preliminary data, statement, signs of struggle, and important is genitalia, examination of the genitalia. You will have to, and all these venereal disease and local injuries. So under these 9 heading, you will have to write each and everything in detail for that 10 mark question. Now we will see another important part, examination of accused, which is less frequently asked. It has been asked. It has been asked on a few occasions, but not so frequently as examination of victim. So examination of accused, म्हणजे ज्याच्यावर आरोप आहे, संशयित, जिस पे ऐसा इल्ज़ाम है कि इसने रेप किया है, तो उसका भी क्लिनिकल एग्जामिनेशन करना पड़ेगा ना. सो द एक्झामिनेशन ऑफ अक्युज्ड, संशयिताची मेडिकल तपासणी, तर कशी करणार त्याची, दॅट विल सी इन डिटेल. Again you will have to go for preliminary data. Preliminary data, in that you will have to take name, age, occupation, address, brought by whom, पोलिसांनी आणलंय की कुणी आणलंय, brought by whom, identification mark if any on the body, consent, and time of examination when you are performing, on the day, date, time, everything should be mentioned in detail. And should see for the physical examination as well as mental condition, because he can be a psychiatric patient. He can have some mental disorder because of which he had done that crime. So his mental condition should also be carefully assessed, and whether there are signs of struggle on his body, signs of struggle on his clothes and body, that should be seen carefully. And of course local examination of genitalia, as we are studying it in case of victim. So here also local examination of the genitalia should be done carefully. Now, section 53, according to section 53, subsection 1, according to section 53, subsection 1 of CRPC. What is CRPC? Criminal Penal Code. We have seen IPC, Indian Penal Code. Just like that, there is one CRPC, what we call it as Criminal Penal Code, 1973. Accused can be examined even without his consent. म्हणजे ज्याच्यावर रेपचा आरोप केलेला आहे, म्हणजे अजून तो आरोप सिद्ध झालेला नाही, तो अजून संशयितच आहे, अक्युज्ड, ही स्टील अक्युज्ड, बट सच अक्युज्ड कॅन बी एक्झामाइंड इवन विदाउट हिज कन्सेंट. म्हणजे पोलीस घेऊन आले, त्याला तो जर म्हटला नाही मला मेडिकल तपासणी करायची नाही, तर ते चालणार नाही. हिज मेडिकल एक्झामिनेशन कॅन बी डन इवन विदाउट हिज कन्सेंट, बट सच थिंग नॉट अलाउड इन केस ऑफ विक्टिम. सो विक्टिम, एखाद्या मुलीची किंवा स्त्रीची, तिची इफ हर मेडिकल एक्झामिनेशन इज टू बी कॅरिड आउट, इफ शी इज ब्लेमिंग ऑफ रेप, तर तिची जर तुम्हाला मेडिकल एक्झामिनेशन करायची असेल तर यू विल नीड कन्सेंट. इफ शी इज बिलो 12 years of age, consent from parents. If she is more than 12 years of age, her own consent in compos mentis is required. But in case of accused, according to 53 subsection 1 of Criminal Penal Code 1973, accused can be examined even without his consent. If that person has been arrested immediately after the incidents, if the person has been arrested immediately after the incidents, should not be allowed to go to the bathroom, should not be allowed to go to the washroom alone, because he can destroy the important evidences. He can get washed, he can destroy the important evidences which can prove that he has performed the sexual intercourse or he has done the rape. So highest care should be taken by medical officer, because innocence is difficult to prove. What line we have used here? This is the allegation which is easily made, hard to prove and harder to disprove. तर तो माणूस जर खरोखर निष्पाप असेल की त्याने काही केलेलं नसेल, तर ते प्रूव्ह करणं खूप अवघड आहे. दॅट्स वाय हायेस्ट केअर शुड बी टेकन बाय द मेडिकल ऑफिसर, बिकॉज इनोसन्स इज व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू प्रूव्ह. म्हणजे जरी त्याने रेप केलेला नसेल किंवा तो आलाय, आरोप केलाय म्हणून त्याला आणलंय एक्झामिनेशनसाठी, तर इट विल बी चॅलेंजिंग फॉर दॅट डॉक्टर to prove that this person has not committed the rape or not committed the crime. So you just see carefully for size, फिजिक, त्याचे बिल्ड कसा आहे, त्याचं वजन वगैरे, and mental condition, and whether he is drunken. I mean, you may need the examination of the blood. Blood sample can also be sent to the laboratory for detecting the percentage of alcohol in the blood, because we have seen the different levels of alcohol which can be dangerous, during which alcohol level the person can commit the crime, under that violence and under the effect of the alcohol. So you have to see the percentage of alcohol in the blood. So uh, whether that person is drunken or not. Then injuries, then see carefully for the clothing. आता तो जर एखाद्या स्त्रीवर किंवा मुलीवर रेप करत असेल, तर she is going to resist. She is going to resist, so she can bite him, she can beat him, she can scratch him, त्याला नखाने ओरबाडेल, काय 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 त्याला इंज्युअर करण्याचा प्रयत्न करेल. In attempt to protect herself, she will try to injure him, so he can have injuries on his body. So there can be injuries in case of clothing. There can be missing button of the trouser, there can be foreign hair on his body, and also the fabric, tear of the fabrics and all that should be examined very carefully. Then also see carefully for the blood and semen stains, as we have seen in victim. Here also examination of blood and semen stains, because there can be blood from the victim. त्या मुलीचे किंवा त्या स्त्रीचे रक्ताचे काही डाग याच्या अंगावर असू शकतात, and there can be semen stains on his legs, on his body. Then there can be bites, there can be bites, bruises, just I told you, there can be bites, bruises, scratches on the face, scratches on the hands. And you see carefully for the age of those scratches. We have seen in while discussing the injuries, how will you come to know the age of each and every injury. Bruiseचं age मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, as the bruise goes on or growing older, its color changes. And similarly in case of scratches, fresh scratch will look different, and older scratch will look different. So see carefully for the different bruises, scratches when present on the face, on the arms, on the shoulder, for their age also. Smegma I have already told you. So smegma is a thick cheesy secretion. Smegma is a thick cheesy secretion with disagreeable odor. That is because of a collection of desquamated epithelium and smegma bacilli which are present below the prepuce on the surface of the glands. Smegma disappears during intercourse and it appears within 24 hours. So if the smegma is present, if the layer of the thin layer of that white cheesy material is present on the glands, that means the person has not performed the sexual intercourse. So what happens to this smegma? If the person has recently performed the sexual intercourse, this smegma will be absent, because of that continuous friction and all, that smegma will disappear, and it will reappear within 24 hours. If smegma is absent, that is indicative of recent sexual intercourse. And there can be, on careful microscopic examination, if you collect the swabs from the glands, there can be vaginal epithelial. If the vaginal epithelial cells are detected on the surface after microscopic examination of the swab, it will prove that the person recently had sexual intercourse, and we can match it with the cells of the victim. So these are the important. It is short, but again important. Rarely asked as a 5 mark short note. So examination of accused can be done without consent, according to 53(1) section of Criminal Penal Code 1973. This is also important. Okay, again this is short 2 mark question. Short 2 mark question. Incest. We have seen. Sexual offenses. Sexual offenses like natural and unnatural. In natural, the sexual intercourse is taking place. Sexual intercourse, natural sexual intercourse is taking place. That is, in rape we have seen in detail. Another is incest. So we'll see what is incest. It is a short topic asked as a 2 mark question. So incest is sexual intercourse by a man with a woman within a certain degree of blood relationship. रक्ताच्या नात्यामधल्या स्त्रीबरोबर केलेला लैंगिक अत्याचार, that will come under incest. That what is the meaning of I told you exactly in Marathi. I'm very sorry for those non-Marathi or the people who don't understand Marathi. I think there are 1 or 2 girls are there who don't understand Marathi at all. तो ब्लड रिलेशन में अगर कोई सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट करता है, that is called as incest. So sexual intercourse by a man with a woman within a certain degree of blood relationship, like with mother, daughter, sister, or granddaughter, it is called as incest. In India, it is not a cognizable offense. In India, it is not a cognizable offense, and police cannot take notice of it unless it has been brought under 376 and 397 IPC. So it has to be उसके खिलाफ किसी ने तो कंप्लेंट करनी चाहिए, then only this will come under 376 or 497 IPC. Got what is the meaning? Incest, that is sexual intercourse by a man with a woman. Again, I am saying sexual intercourse because it is a natural sexual intercourse. That is penetration of vagina by penis. That is sexual intercourse. So natural sexual intercourse by a man with a woman within a certain degree of blood relationship. That is called as incest. You can write it in two lines. In 2 mark question it is asked, and it is because of some lust, brutality or abnormality of mind. काहीतरी काय म्हणता येईल त्याला, some abnormal, you can say excessive sexual desire or some brutality, or that is a mental condition, that is actually a mental condition. Otherwise a normal mentally strong person cannot perform such an act with the woman in his blood relation. That is only because of some, म्हणजे त्याच्यात काहीतरी विकृती असेल त्या माणसामध्ये, because of which he is performing such sexual crimes. So this is short but importantly asked as a 2 mark question. Incest can be asked in your oral exam also. Now this point, virginity, it has been omitted from your syllabus. In the last, I think in hardly a few months back, पूर्वी मी सगळ्या बॅचला व्हर्जिनिटी हा चॅप्टर शिकवत होतो. माझ्याकडे नोट्स पण आहेत त्याच्यानं. आय शुड डिलीट इट ॲक्च्युली फ्रॉम माय पीपीटी, दिस पीपीटी प्रेझेंटेशन. It should be deleted because the government has clear cut given the instruction that virginity test अजिबात करायची नाही. It is not allowed by law. कायद्याने आता व्हर्जिनिटी टेस्ट करण्यास बंदी घातलेली आहे. आणि सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे कुठल्याही डॉक्टरला किंवा कुठल्याही दवाखान्यामध्ये व्हर्जिनिटी टेस्ट करायला बंदी आहे. आणि सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं, तुमच्या मेडिकलच्या कोर्समधून, मेडिकलच्या सिलेबसमधून, ते MBBS असेल, BMS असेल, BHMS असेल, मेडिकलच्या सिलेबसमधून सुद्धा व्हर्जिनिटी शिकवायची नाही, असं क्लिअर कट गव्हर्नमेंटने सांगितलेलं आहे. Got everyone? So I will not teach virginity. Virgin is a girl or woman who never had any sexual intercourse. So I will not teach you the science of virginity and this examination and all, because previously it was asked. Previously virginity was asked as a 5 mark short note, but I will not teach you. It is not allowed by law. I will omit it. I will remove it from my notes also. And need not to teach, and you need not to learn. Okay then, I think. Acha, tell me, any problem with rape examination of accused, examination of victim, any problem or any problem with the definition, any word you have not understood? You have any query about this chapter? Because I tell you, out of 10 exams, 9 times rape is asked as a 10 mark question. 9 times. तुमचा क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 जो आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये 10 मार्काचे 4 क्वेश्चन असतात, त्याच्यामध्ये 10 पैकी 8 ते 9 वेळा रेपवर क्वेश्चन असतो. एक तुमच्या ड्राउनिंगवर असतो, ड्राउनिंग किंवा ॲस्पेक्झिया, थोडक्यात ॲस्पेक्झिया. मग ड्राउनिंग असेल, हँगिंग असेल, स्ट्रँग्युलेशन असेल, एनी टाईप ऑफ ॲस्पेक्झिया. दुसरा क्वेश्चन असतो, याच्यावर एक असतो शक्यतो रेपवर, नॉट ऑलवेज, बट मेनी टाइम्स आय एम टेलिंग यू. अँड थर्ड इज अबाउट द इंजुरीजवर एक असतो, आणि सायन्स ऑफ डेथवर एक नक्की असतो. एक सायन्स ऑफ डेथवर एक क्वेश्चन असतो. मग तो, व्हॉट आर द डिफरंट अर्ली सायन्स ऑफ डेथ, एक्सप्लेन इन डिटेल रायगर मॉर्टिस, ऑर what are the early signs of death, explain in detail post-mortem lucidity, like this. So there are 4 questions like that. त्याच्यामध्ये हा नक्की विचारला जातो. So you can write nicely about it. So any problem with this today's chapter, particularly about rape? Anyone, please, if you have any query, ask me immediately about the definition, about the examination of victim and examination of accused. Is small but is also important. Have you understood smegma? How the injury should be examined carefully, the age of the injury, then about the venereal disease, local examination of genitalia, examination of the injuries on the body, all I have explained to you in detail. Any problem, anyone? बोला बोला. You got everyone got everything? कळ कळलं का सगळं? बोला बोला. कळतंय का नक्की? एम आय टू फास्ट? इज दिस वे ऑफ टीचिंग ओके? सगळेजण जागे असतात का लेक्चरमध्ये? सगळेजण जा की असं मोबाईल मस्त मीटिंग चालू करून द्यायची, मोबाईल कुठेतरी ठेवायचा आणि बाकीचे उद्योग करायचे किंवा झोपायचं, गेम खेळायची? हं? नक्की अटेंड करताय सगळे लेक्चर व्यवस्थित? पोरांचा काय आवाज येतो मला एकटे दीपकचाच कधीतरी आवाज येतो प्रश्न विचारल्यावर. बाकीची पोरं काय याचा एक कधीतरी आवाज असतो. कोण रे हा? नाही थांब. हा तुझा कधीतरी मध्ये मध्ये आवाज येतो सुशांतचा.